What's up, guys? Laura from Africa, aka Rogan Azarian, back at you with another video. And in today's video, I want to talk about the signs of rejection, part 13, late night presentation, man. This is like a milestone for it to be October 1st, and the signs of rejection theory is still alive and well. Firstly, I want to shout out all you guys showing love and support in the comment sections. I appreciate you guys. It's been a tough start, to this month as usual, but as the men that we are, enlightened to the truth of this world, man, we're gonna keep pushing through, and this is nothing compared to the obstacles we've been through and soon to come. So shouts out to all you guys like Black Pill Villain, First Class Reject, Dean Broncos. So shouts out to all you guys, out there. But let's get into today's video, and I'll also leave my second channel in the description, so guys, make sure you follow me and keep up to date with me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Number one for the signs of rejection, part 13, is whenever a woman disrespects you for no reason when you first encounter her. Let's say you're going to a grocery store, or you're just out regularly at a restaurant, and you may be interacting with a woman, and she might just start to disrespect you out of nowhere, and she might just tend to put her BS on you, whether you have a woman as a cashier, right, or a woman that you're on the first date with, which is rare nowadays. If a woman starts to disrespect you for no reason, this not only shows that she's not attracted to you whatsoever, this shows that she does not have respect for you, she does not have boundaries, and she damn sure does not value your time. you know a lot of women nowadays, they only give their amount of best they have left in them to the men that they find desirable, and the men that really get them aroused. That's why you see so many numbers of men nowadays missing out on their dating experience at a young age, missing out on teenage love, missing out on relationships in general, because women feel the need to disrespect men that are average, their looks match, or just subhuman and below, guys. So keep that in mind whenever a woman disrespects you for no reason. She is nowhere near attracted to you. Now, for number two, she's going to be ignoring your communication a lot, and this is going to be in person as well, when you're actually sitting there in 3D time talking to her. And let me explain what I mean. You could be telling a woman, like, I feel wrong about this situation right here. I feel that this shouldn't go this way. I don't think we should rationally go with this decision. And the woman will ignore all of what you're verbally communicating, and they will start to talk over you as well. When a woman is ignoring your communication to her and she starts talking over you, raising her voice, this is a sign that she does not value anything that you say, and she is nowhere near being attracted to you in that moment. Because a lot of men have to understand the respect and boundaries that that have to be placed up with women. They have to be pronto, because if you get into the habit of just overlooking everything, every little common criticism that a woman makes, you're going to end up slipping up and letting her talk to you like you're her pet dog that she's walking on the leash every day. And you're not going to like the outcome of it when she does this in public to you. And this is even more brutal for men or yourselves like me, who have experienced this being out on a date with a woman. If you've gotten in the interest category, right? If you've experienced this in public, it's even more brutal, because you're going to be humiliated by the fact that everyone can socially see this woman does not confide in this man whatsoever or have respect for him. And for number three is whenever a woman has a bunch of friends, whether that's male or female, because you guys have to understand, from a power dynamic, women use social circles and lots of friends as a way to dominate the man socially. Because when it comes to hierarchy of socializing, all of your connections, all of the people that you have some type of coolness with, bonds with, they may come in handy for when it comes time for you to need backup and defending yourself. And women know this 100%. And this is why you always see them being so social, wanting to be friends with people, because they figure later on down the road, I can use this person for when I can gain something. Or let's say they have a gullible guy like yourself, right? that comes along that's trying to date them, and you don't live up to her dating expectations. She's going to then go to her friends, not to just make fun of you, but to also unconsciously show that she has more connections than you, and she has way more dating options than you, and men that she has in the friend zone that she's not entertaining, but she's entertaining you to be a laughing stock so she can just get entertainment out of your frustration of trying to get her, and she's already made up in her mind that you'll never have her. So for number 4, be careful of women as well that hate rules and break the law. This is another one that men tend to overlook, because I've heard some men say, "Oh, I don't mind a girl being a little bad. I like women that look rough with tattoos, piercings, and look like the typical Harley Quinn girls." This is something that a lot of men do not understand, dude. If a woman does not like having rules and boundaries put upon her, let's say you tell her, "I'm not cool with you going out at this time with your girlfriends to this party." Or if you say, "I don't want to be woken up, at this time, and this is how I'm doing." If you even get the chance to be in a relationship, or not to even just go the relationship route, it could just be certain pet peeves you're telling her about yourself. Like, you don't like this cup of food, you don't like this or that. And then the woman says, "Oh, I don't think that's fair. You really need to change your habits. Like, you really shouldn't think like that. What's wrong with you?" So, whenever a woman can't accept boundaries and rules that you've placed up, it shows that she is not interested in you, because women that are really interested and want a man's attention, his admiration, his very affection, are going to do their best to adhere to your boundaries and try to respect you much as they can when they find you to be a desirable man. And also, when it comes to breaking laws as well, man, if you see a woman that's literally getting in trouble, she might be fighting with other girls in the class over some other guy, or she might just be fighting with girls she doesn't like in general. That's not a good girl for you today, because you could be out somewhere with her, at a club somewhere. You could just be in the street with her, and then some random guys flirt, and then she's cursed, says something back, and then starts bucking up trying to fight him, and then she's running off, and you're like, "Oh, sweetie, come back. Don't do that." And then you get into physical altercation, because this woman likes physical confrontations, and then you get in trouble with the law. So you see, do not date women that hate rules and breaks the law, man. So for number 5, this is another big one that men love to overlook, and I used to be like this myself, guys. To be honest with you, I was a simp back then for women who love to play flirt with you. You see, the thing is, women that love to play flirt with you, they love to make you feel comfortable. They love to make you feel like, man, everything's a good vibe. Like, I've never experienced a woman complimenting me like this before. A woman just having a good synchronicity with me. I've never had that. And it really gets you to feel comfortable. And this is what most men don't understand with women that are flirtatious. They can lower your guard instantly, because you are not experiencing the type of affection and normal companionship that you should be getting at a young age from a woman, especially when it comes to relationships. And so many women nowadays notice. So this is another big thing to look out for, because you have to understand, when women are play flirting with you, they literally can do this with other people as well, guys. Like, let's say you're out with a woman at a restaurant somewhere, and then the waiter comes up. You're with this girl on your first date with her, just meeting her, and then the waiter comes up, and he says, "Here's your water." And then she's like, "Oh, thank you, waiter. I was getting so thirsty, but I was waiting for you to water me down." And then you see how that could be like a little subtle joke that some men would let go past them, and they'll laugh it off like, "Oh, you don't mean that, right?" And she'd be like, "Oh no, I'm a flirtatious type of girl, remember?" So flirtatious type of woman, that's key for I'm a promiscuous woman that likes to flirt with you, maybe, or you might get somewhere with me or not, but most likely I'm going to leave you for these other men. So be very careful not to date women that flirt a lot, guys. And number 6, toxic positivity. This is such another big one that a lot of men love to let women do to them. And I'm guilty of this myself, guys, in the past. I used to have women telling me whenever I would just say the truth of, this world is just horrible, it's so wicked. And this is also another sign of rejection, thought wise. When women are rejecting your realistic and just blanketed thoughts in reality. Whenever women hear something that you say, that doesn't sound so colorful, friendly, if it sounds bleak to them, they're going to use toxic positivity, meaning they're going to color it in a rose lens and say, oh, don't think like that. There's always some type of treasure at the end of the rainbow, man. Don't be like that. You're so negative. You need to change your thinking. It's not good to go through life like that. They're going to come up with all types of ways to why you should conform to what they want you to think. And this is how so many men get fooled in today's society because you're constantly chasing the woman's validation and trying to be positive for her. Meanwhile, you're losing grip of reality, pal, and forgetting all of the truths that you've experienced. Also, you can pleasure some woman who's not going to stay with you anyway. And this is a subtle sign of her rejecting you because she's already said your life view is not a good enough stance for me to understand. So I'm going to go ahead and do a toxic positive thing to you unconsciously. Now, for number 7, another one that a lot of guys don't want to admit. Women who never plan romantic dates with you or for you. I apologize, guys, for stuttering. Very tired right here, man. Out of breath from dealing with stuff. But yes, women who never plan romantic dates with you or for you. Because you guys have to understand that women are givers. Women love to do colorful things. Women are very socially creative creatures. They love to do things that are just, wonderful in gifts and giving. So if you never had a woman even offer you a Valentine's Day card, offer to take you out somewhere, or she's never offers you to come to her house and set up romantic candles, have the petals everywhere, like in the love, the R&B songs or the movies, whatever, right? And it really does happen, but this stuff happens for the men that they are aroused by. And a lot of men cannot get this through their head because they're steady thinking, oh, I can work myself up to this. There's no working yourself up to something that was never meant for you. You either are or you are not. So if women aren't even doing these romantic things for you, or if they don't even plan a romantic date with you, like, oh, let's go over here to this beach, let's go somewhere exotic, let's go around the world, or if they're not even planning with you, this is how you know that it's over for you and she's rejecting you on an unconscious level. This is how so unaware men are of how women reject them. And it's just so brutal, man. And I'm glad to be premiering this tonight while I can, with all the stuff going on, guys. And for the final one, I'll make this short, is a woman that insults or assumes your sexuality. Let's keep it PG terms. She might assume that you're like a fun boy on the rainbow side. So whenever a woman assumes or insults your sexuality, guys, this is a big indicator that she does not find you to be a desirable man whatsoever. Because I guarantee you, for the men that she finds attractive, she doesn't ever assume their sexuality. She's like, oh, this is a straight heterosexual man, and he's all for me. If women do not have that attitude for you, if you get any women questioning your sexuality or asking you, oh, are you a rainbow guy? Are you a fun boy? This is how you know they don't respect you and they freaking sure do not find you attractive whatsoever. And these are the signs of rejection, part 13, and the things you must watch out for. But thank you guys for viewing. Like and subscribe if you're new. Tell me what else you guys want me to elaborate on in the comment sections. I would highly appreciate it. I'll see you guys in the next video. And like I always tell you guys, stay away from the modern woman. Thank you.